Yeah.
So,
and
yeah.
You know, there's one movie that I really I live my life by a lot. And it's a movie that most people wouldn't think, that is something to live your life by, but I take a lot of value in it. It is called
Fight Club? Is it Fight Club?
No.
Don't tell me it's Fight Club.
No.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The movie, it's called Yes Man. Have you ever heard of that one?
What? Is that a Jim Carrey movie?
Yes, it's a Jim Carrey movie. And, and the movie, to me, is such an amazing, like if it weren't a comedy, I think it'd almost be better because of the message that's behind it. The message behind it is, you've got to say yes to every opportunity you have in life. Whether, and it breaks down to simple social interactions, like if I'm sitting at home on a Friday night and my friends want to go out, but I'm not feeling the best, it's like, am I really not feeling the best? It's like, if I stay here, I know exactly what's going to happen tonight. Nothing. I'm just going to stay here and nothing's going to happen. If I go out, hey, I meet a celebrity. I meet somebody new. I make a connection. So, saying yes to opportunities is a huge part of my life and huge part of why I'm where I'm at now. When it comes to when you say, you've had your, basically had your dreams on the back burner, and for a lot of people, it's because, life happened, etc.
Yeah.
But when I hear that type of stuff, it kind of, and it's probably easier for me to think this, being a single guy and not tied down or anything, but I feel that, people should really, if they have a dream that they, want to go towards, and you're doing it exactly the way I would tell people to, it's like, don't just quit your job and, do this, but, do your job, but, it's extra work, but do follow your dream, and if you don't know where to start, ask somebody in that profession, because I can guarantee you in 99.9% of every field that you can imagine, you're going to be able to talk to somebody on the phone in that field. Like for me, if I wanted to, you'd be amazed how high you could go if you called some TV station or some radio station, or you could talk to the owner of the entire company. It's amazing how far you can go by just a simple phone call and by having a general interest in that field. And it doesn't matter how old or how young you are, because, because we live in a world where, more than anything, people admire passion. So if you have passion in something, then you are guaranteed to go far in it, and you have to. Things aren't just gonna. In a sense, they're gonna fall in place. But if you want this, if you want to really pursue your passion, you've got to put in the groundwork. Like I recognize or realize that I might have to work odd jobs or whatever to be able to work in news, but that might lead to one day where somebody in the network says, hey, we need an anchor. And my dream is to be a network anchor, not only for the money and all that, but to really provide, content to the world that would be, as unbiased, as pure, as helpful to people as possible.
So, what was how did you get influenced to even want to be an anchor man? Like,
and it was,
what?
And it's a long road that's kind of.
Please, I'm driving a long road, so I got some time.
And I appreciate the long road because I feel that, when we get out of high school, we have to make a decision for the rest of our lives, or we feel pressured to, it's like, I'm going to be this, or I'm going to go to school to be an engineer. It's like, people don't really get experience, like they have a job shadow. They have 1 day of experience in a field of work. For me, I feel 2 weeks is about the golden amount of time to be in a field to decide whether or not this job is cool or this job really sucks, because there's so many different facets to things like that. But anyways, I started in high school doing speech and high school speech contests and things like that. And I loved I've always loved talking. I've always been a talker. I've been able to talk to everybody except girls. Although I've figured it out, I'm only able to talk to women if they're obligated to talk to me, like if they're like a waitress or if they work at a restaurant or a clothing store. It's like, hey, it's like now I have a reason to talk to you, because
the tip is on the line. That is so. Oh man, oh. No, but you know what? You're saving yourself a little bit of trouble, so don't feel too bad. You know what I'm saying? Because right, in a few minutes, I want you to continue because I'm not gonna let you get off the phone without you letting me tell you about what to expect from the whole women situation. Okay, I got some stuff to tell you. Okay, so you go ahead and continue this long road. I'm just glad you mentioned that. This is because I got some stuff to tell you. All right, so go ahead.
So, anyways, I was in speech and I really liked it, and I did different stuff here and there. As far as like I did improv stuff, I've done theater and plays all throughout high school. And
really?
I really love. Oh yeah, I've always been the lead role in the plays only because I was the only guy who ever did anything with the plays.
Oh wait. Process of elimination. Well, we're gonna need a guy lead, and you're standing there. What? Wait, maybe because it was a small school, or nobody was interested in it, or
it was a small school. It was a very masculine school, and all the guys that were on the football teams, they're like, oh, well, you like men because you're you're gay because you like being in theater. And I looked to my left and I looked to my right, and I got all these women around me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the gay one. You're the one tackling all the other men. Like, that's how that works.